So here it is. The news that we've all been waiting for around the Huntley section has apparently been confirmed for our project completion events next year. Apparently they'll be having an iwi blessing and a formal stakeholder event with ribbon cutting on February 14. In fact, they say next year, I'm guessing it's 2020, not 2021, Valentine's Day. And they say that the project will be open to the public on Saturday 15th of February. They go on to say that Saturday will begin early with a Expressway Classic half marathon. They also go on to say that there will be a public walking, cycling, bus access along the 15-kilometre route and two power restoration sites. They say soon after that the road will be open to traffic sometime after the celebration events. So I'm guessing by the end of February they'll be opening the Huntley bypass. Back on September 10, this is looking north, of course, from the Gordonton Road and the Rennie Road intersections. The ongoing development now, as you go past it, you can see that. The pavements are well maturing, heading north. This is the north aspect coming from Hamilton if you're coming north to Auckland, and the Huntley bypass going on the left-hand side, and the Gordonton Road, Hamilton bypass road on the right side. This will be the soon to be completed. This is also giving you the original plan that they had from Irini Road, crossing the Mangawara stream and heading to the Tapuri summit. So it now goes over the expressway which crosses the Mangawara stream, past the lagoon and onwards to the summit. Slightly earlier post they had just also showed us where it had all began. This is the first works on the south side of the cutting, going back to December 2015, and an access track to the top of the northern side, which was done in 2016. Of course, looking south from our side, looking down to Hamilton, and with the cutting complete, pavement works have reached the summit. And this photo from that time in September when they made the post. Going slightly back earlier in time, this was the passing of the Lake Kamiha, the state office, and under the McVie Road Bridge. I believe this is just near the Huntley Speedway. Then it heads up towards the Taupuri Range to the summit, and the route swings down towards the Irini Road there past Hearingaka Lagoon and over the Mangawara stream under Irini Road. The bridge opens to local traffic very soon. I believe that was opened sometime in September. This is the access to the lowland streams across towards the Gordonton Road, and as it brings the next page, you can see where the new McDonald's is, which is about to open soon, and to the left the Gordonton Road, which is the Hamilton bypass. To the right there, going towards Taupuri, and then straight ahead, of course, our 4-lane highway that goes down all the way down into Hamilton. Backing up, this is where it actually all starts. This is the northern start, looking down south view. Huntley Power Station in the top right hand corner where the bypass will begin, and then of course down to Ralph Road and the aspect there with the speedway on the right. Looking at the Huntley NZTA website page, the estimated project cost was 409 million. Haven't found too much of an update on that. It's not kind of pointing us to that they've had any overruns in that spend as of yet, but we'll keep you updated with that. Looking at Stuff's web page update, they're also pointing to the fact that it's the construction on the Huntley section of the Waikato Expressway is moving along. They say that the 409 million section is scheduled to open early next year, which has been confirmed on the post we mentioned earlier. And after a good summer of construction, they say they're on track. They say most of the earthworks have been completed and focus is now on the road building. They say the Huntley section has one more local traffic bridge to open in the Rennie Road, and the team is working hard to continue with the road surface construction. I believe that had opened already in September. Don't quote me on that. I haven't driven down that road to confirm it, but I'm pretty sure I've seen it. Motorists won't have seen a lot of work happening at Huntley as the section passes through the Taupuri Range. Only work on the northern and southern ends of the project are visible. Well, yeah, they said in around about February 14, 15, we'll get to see it a lot closer. NZTA said the route from Kamihia and the Taupuri Range summit has been a huge challenge due to deep ravines and steep drops. They go on to say that on the eastern side of the expressway near Lake Kamihia, a wetland is being restored in a joint project between NZTA and Fish and Game. It should improve the habitat for fish and bird life. The work requires digging out 3,000 cubic metres of clay to form the open water area and the planting of 50,000 wetland plants. The 4-hectare wetland will be a haven for wildlife and native plants and has been developed out of existing degraded swamp that had been grazed by livestock for many years. Auckland Waikato Fish and Game has been assisting the transformation and will also be caretakers of the completed wetland. The Huntley section is being built in by a joint venture of Fulton Hogan, HEB, Jacobs and Opus International Consultants. The Long Swamp section is the next to be finished and should be done later this year, while the Hamilton is delayed until 2021. Long Swamp recently had a traffic switch to move vehicles over to the northbound lanes south of the Marino Bridge, allowing for construction to begin on the last section of southbound lanes. The last video we'll look at is this one provided to us by Huntley section project update by NZTA, where they're basically taking you through the history of the making of the Huntley bypass, the Waikato Expressway on State Highway 1. They'll go through and show you some aerial screenshots, which is very much appreciated. Gives you an idea on the layout of bypass, which has been under construction, and they'll basically show you what does it look like from this aerial view. This is pretty much high-tech, nothing short of amazing on the way that these professionals at NZTA, each of their contractors, have dedicated quite a few months and years on this construction. Of course, we need to be aware that there's every plan for having a electric train at some stage go underneath the overpass. So, of course, with all the trucks that use our State Highway 1 to go south from Auckland to Hamilton, we need to give some consideration about what kind of heavy utility trucks are going to be going over this day after day, and the longevity of this construction. Of course, not to forget that there is the plan for both passenger rail to come into stations like Huntley and Tikopeta and north all the way to Auckland. This is very important. Of course, you can currently see the vehicles vying to the right there. It's currently what's on, but you'll be able to see. As you can imagine, we got 15 kilometres of pavement and bitumen, and this has to be done in one consecutive, as long as they can run, and this is to ensure that you don't get joins. So you can see in these illustrations, they do them long pieces at a time just to ensure that we don't get joins and gaps, and once again anti-skid materials, and very, very well done, well thought out plan and process. Once again, this has been great to be able to share this with you. I just want to make it aware that I don't own any of the content, that any of the images or the videos that we've shared with you today. Each of them are owned by NZTA, New Zealand Government, and all the credit goes to them. If you've stayed around and watched the video, if you'd like to comment and subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. If not, that's fine. I hope we can bring more videos like this to you in the future.